What's going on, guys?
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going? All right, so long time no see. Quick little update, I guess. We are
Quarantine. We're on wrong because someone in my workplace tested positive, so now we have to lock up for 2 weeks. It's already been a week. It's a change.
We have new shirts, you guys.
Oh, yeah, check these out.
Check these out.
Press it up.
So this is what the back looks like.
You can't see it at all.
Here, turn around, baby, so the people can see your shirt. So you have a seat. All right. So. Awesome shirts, huh? Who's on the back of our shirts?
It's us.
It's us. All right, so a friend of mine here makes all these things.
1, 2 Hey stop 참 무책임해 왜 자꾸 들었다 놨다 해 헷갈리게 친절은 사양할게 오해하게 하지 말아요 날 Yeah.
We also had a car sticker made for our car. And we will be putting that on our car as soon as we get out of quarantine. We also have...
By the way, we have a car now.
Oh yes, we have a car now, you guys. Part of our little update.
Can I put us on the shirt?
We also had some stickers made. So, if you're local and you see us, because we've had some people who say, well, when we're out and about, that they've watched our videos and they come up and they say hi to us, which we love. We love when you guys recognize us. All right, guys, sorry.
Percy is restless.
Parent life. So, like I was saying, we have these stickers also now. And if you are local and you have come up to us and said hi, we love that, you guys. When you guys come up to us and you're like, hey, we watch your channel. Hey, we've seen your posters all around, you know, on base and stuff like that. We love that. So please come up to us and say hi. We have these stickers. So if you see us, come up, say hi, and if you want a sticker, we'll have these on us and you guys can have one of these. Another thing we want to mention is we are getting really close to 500 subscribers. So we want to do a 500 subscriber giveaway. We will be putting stickers in the box and as well as a bunch of Korean snacks and goodies and things from here in South Korea. So in order to basically get that, you have to be subscribed to our channel, obviously. And then once we hit 500 subscribers,
We'll go over the rules a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go over the rules some more. We'll make a video and basically be like, comment down below and then say you want to enter to win. So there's that.
All
right, so because it took us a while to actually sit down and record this video to answer your guys' questions, we had mentioned in one of our last videos to go ahead and reach out to us on Instagram, email, all that stuff, and you guys did.
Got a lot of questions.
I'm so glad you guys did. I'm so glad we were able to help you guys out in that way. But we want to go over some of the questions on a video anyways, just because maybe somebody else might need those questions answered. So first question is, sponsored versus non-command sponsored, like staying here?
Tour length.
Tour length, yeah.
Okay, so non-command sponsored is 1 year, generally. It's a short tour, unless you elect to stay longer. And there's different ways that you could do that. You can cape and get paid extra money. You can just stay here for a little bit longer. There's tons of options for that. Anyways, also command sponsorship is 2 years, and you can extend that as well. So you'll have family here, command sponsored, all those benefits. But you have to stay for a minimum of 2 years to do that. Another thing is if you do command sponsorship, you will lose your follow-on if you have one. So just keep that in mind. So 1 year for non-command sponsored, 2 years command sponsored, and you don't get to keep your follow-on.
Okay. Question 2 is, when you get here, some helpful apps. Some helpful apps that I use, is Google Translate.
Yeah, that one's good for like live translation, like camera, like using a camera.
You can literally just take your phone and like put it over something and it will translate it right there for you. Like, and you could also take a picture of something and then upload it and then it'll read it all for you. It's really awesome. And the other one is
Papago, or Papago.
how it's pronounced.
That one I think some Koreans use too. It's good for like conversations. So like you can speak into it and then they can speak and then kind of have a conversation like that. It's a little easier to use that one for that.
Okay, so another helpful app is the Shuttle app, which is for food delivery for off base. So that's one we use like all the time. Love that one.
Yeah.
That one actually, we have a code for you guys. It's if you right here.
Sign up with our code.
Screenshot it if you need to. The code is Tiffany-Martinez KHJ, and automatically when you sign up for free, just download the app. You get 4,000 won to spend on any of the local little places around here.
Yeah. So in Korea, food delivery is huge. They have scooters zipping around delivering food, groceries, all kinds of things. So you can get McDonald's delivered to your door. You can get local chicken joints delivered to your door. Anything like that, just download that Shuttle app and they'll...
McDonald's has a separate app that you can download that's not on Shuttle, but we'll put that one either right here somewhere or down in the description box. We'll put all the stuff down there too, so you guys can easily just click on it. Next is, they have another app too, Fat Albert, which you can find on Facebook. We don't use that one, but a lot of people do, and they like it a lot too. Taxi apps. Kakao is good for off-base taxis, and
the on-base is Exchange Taxi or AV's Taxi. Sometimes it changes, but for the Kakao Taxi, it's called Kakao T. It's a little bit hard to sign up. You have to do some translating and stuff like that. But when you order the taxi, just say that you're going to pay the taxi in person and then just pay in cash because they will only accept Korean domestic cards off base.
Don't get stuck in a taxi with just US cash and your card. Have one on you because it's kind of scary. I've had that happen to me if they're like, no, we don't take card. And I'm like,
yeah.
What am I going to do? Anyways, next is...
Yeah. Okay, so non-command sponsored, we had this question that said, can you live on base? And the answer is no. You don't get that option to live on base if you are non-command sponsored. That's just one of the benefits or one of the things that you can't do. And it hasn't been an issue for us. We've liked where we live, so just another thing.
COVID testing, quarantine, and the vaccine.
Okay, so current regulations, things are currently, and I think it's going to change soon, so that's on you to keep on top of that stuff as things go forward. You need to have a PCR test 72 hours before boarding the plane coming here, vaccinated or not. Quarantine, the way it works right now is if you are vaccinated, you will have to go into work while quarantining for those 2 weeks. So you have to report to work and then go back to your quarantine location, and that's basically all you can do. I think you're allowed to go to the BX and places on base, but that's it. Other than that, quarantine, yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, just keep your eyes and ears open because that's probably and likely to change soon.
Paying for quarantine out of pocket. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things that they warn you about, or that they warned me about, is that quarantine's going to have to come out of pocket, and it does, and it's pretty pricey. I think we paid $1,200 for 2 weeks in the quarantine hotel and like 5 days in Tarumi, around $1,200 total. All right, and let's see, scooters and cars. Okay, this recently changed where scooters, I believe, have to be registered, and you have to have a license to have a scooter here now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did have a scooter.
Mm-hmm.
We thought it was the easiest and best way, but
it's not. It wasn't for us, anyways.
So yes, you guys know Christian crashed his scooter, which forced us to get a car.
He didn't force it. We were already like us. Okay, so
yeah,
you said
yeah. Okay, okay. Story time.
we were gonna get the car like that weekend, and then like that week Wednesday, and we were gonna get the car on Saturday, and that Wednesday I crashed my scooter. Like we were already lined up to buy that car, and yeah. Anyways,
getting a car I think would be, if you have a family and you're coming here non-command sponsored. Either way, we just feel like it's easier. You're gonna pay about the same. Cars here are super cheap. We got a really nice car for a really good price, and you guys will see a video on that later down the road. But it's just so much easier. We thought that having a scooter would be easier, just for him to go to and from base, and we'd take a taxi.
Yeah.
Taxis end up adding up, you guys. Like, it's crazy. Like. Yeah. And not to mention, like, going to the commissary, going grocery shopping, going to the post office even, if you have a bulky item, like fitting it into the taxi, rushing to get all your groceries and your kids out of a taxi, it's kind of
it's a
pain.
lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's hard.
It's just nicer to have your own car. And traveling and going places, it's nice to have your own car, too, to go explore. So
For sure. So for the scooters, you definitely have to have insurance. Well, not definitely. I think it's drive at your own risk, depending on like what kind of scooter you have. But they recommend insurance. Registration is mandatory now. Having a license is mandatory now. And it's a lot more paperwork and everything like that. Where the scooter that I bought costed around $1,000, and the car that we bought costed around $2,000. And you can get way cheaper ones for like $1,000, like the same price as the scooter. And then car insurance was, I think, $400 for a year. So it ended up being much more worth it for us to get a car. We probably should have got one from the get-go, but we didn't, because we thought, well, we didn't know. So learn from our mistakes.
Or do what you think is best for your family. This is just our situation, our examples of what works best for us. So let's see, where are we at now? Oh, things to bring / leave behind.
That's on you.
Okay, so this one's a little tricky because some apartments I've seen are pretty big, and unlike ours, which is really small. So we left or sold all of our big furniture. We literally came here with like suitcases, and very small boxes were sent here, like maybe some kitchen appliances, not even really appliances. So we left a lot behind. Big bulky furniture I would leave behind unless it's something that you really, really want to hold on to, maybe even possibly putting that in storage, because our apartment came furnished. So we have a sofa, we have a TV, we have a kitchen table, we have beds. Things I would maybe recommend bringing would be your own bedding. Because
blankets, pillows,
stuff
things
like that. Kitchen appliances. Our apartment does have the American outlets, so something I really wish I would have brought is my air fryer and my crock pot. Those are two things that I miss so much, so I would definitely bring that. Rugs. If you have rugs, bring those. You can get rugs here, and you can obviously have them, order them online as well. But rugs. So
everything here is hardwood floors for the most part. They don't do much carpeting out here. So if you don't like to have the hardwood floors, or you don't like that, if you want like carpets, then you're gonna have to bring them or buy them. So
So I hope that helps a little bit. Things we wish we brought. Like I said, my crock pot and my air fryer. Oh, phones. So someone asked about phones being loaned to you and returning them. So he could talk about that one for you guys.
So I am going through KT right now. I think there's like two main ones that they have in the VX right now, or that they usually do. It's KT and LGU. KT, they loan the phones to you. It's just like stateside, where you are like in a yearly contract. You pay by the month, and then the phone is basically on loan to you, and then you just return it. That worked out for me because we're only gonna be in Korea for a year, so there's no point in me keeping and holding on to a Korean phone for more than a year. And I just loan it and I put a nice case on it, so it's fine. But yeah, they are all known. I don't know if if LG does it a different way, if you can buy your phone from them. Tiffany, okay, so I've heard of also people bringing their phones from stateside. If it's unlocked, you can just pop a Korean SIM card in there, and you could just do that. What we use for Tiffany right now is it's like a Wi-Fi egg, is what they call it. So we pay a small, it's not too much from LGU, and it's like a little square device, and it just basically gives you Wi-Fi anywhere in Korea, and it's worked out for the most part pretty good for us so far.
It works really good for my phone. I couldn't pick up Wi-Fi without it. My phone would just lose connection. So yeah, it works great. Okay, so the next question we have
Almost last.
The next question is about pets again, and unfortunately, you guys, we did not bring our dog with us, so we don't really have much info on pets. There's a lot of different pages on Facebook that you can maybe join.
We already talked about that.
And we did
part 2 or 3.
Yeah. If you go back to the other PCSing here, non-command sponsored videos, we put down in the description boxes pages to join. That might be helpful.
많은 사람들 속에 난 그대만 보이네요. 밤하늘의 별도 밝게 비춘 달도 그대 앞에 빛을 잃어요. 감당할 수 없는 마음들이 날 힘들게 해요. 잘못한 게 없이도 그대는 죄인이 되어 날 서운하게 해요. 당연한 거 아는데 욕심이 나서.
Our last question is going to be about medical. This one we wanted to save for last because we just kind of experienced a little bit something with this.
Yeah.
It's medical.
Yeah. Yeah, we learned because we made this mistake, actually. So learn from our mistakes again. You need to enroll, the active duty member needs to enroll whatever dependents into TRICARE Select Overseas program. And there's a TRICARE office on base inside the hospital that can help you out with all those things. And if you have any more questions, they can help you with that. They might just refer you to the website or the phone number, but we'll see. But basically, you need to enroll to TRICARE Select Overseas as sooner rather than later.
There is a 90-day window, you guys.
Yeah, so we didn't know that.
We did not know that.
And recently, Tiffany had semi-emergency, possibly. We didn't know what was going to go on.
Yeah.
But basically, we were told we're still able to use any emergency services, of course, but to be seen on a regular basis or follow-ups or anything like that with a
Actual doctor.
The doctor.
Yeah.
That's not emergent. That we would need to be in TRICARE Select Overseas, or they would need to be.
And the process for that takes up to 2 weeks. And
well, for us, it would take 2 to 3 weeks because we'd have to do an appeal kind of process where I'd have to state reasons why we didn't do it in the 90 days and why we didn't. And then there's also an open season period where they'll allow you to change whatever program you're in. But that isn't until basically when we're leaving in November. So yeah, it would have taken 2 to 3 weeks, or it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks for us to do that process now.
So learn from our mistake, you guys. Just do it as soon as you guys get here. Add it to your long list of things you need to get done when you get here.
TRICARE Select Overseas.
We really don't have a reason why we didn't do it.
Just basically we didn't know, kind of.
We didn't know, and I guess we didn't really need to go to the doctor for any reasons.
Yeah, we don't
at all since we've been here. So
yeah, we've never had the need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
That is it. So as you guys know now, we are in the process of PCSing out of here. He's already started the out processing paperwork and everything, you guys. So our time here has definitely flown by. If you guys have any questions as far as non-command sponsored goes and PCSing out of Korea, to your
Let us
next
know.
spot, let us know. Drop them down below.
Yeah, if you know where we're going next,
Oh, yeah.
please don't say anything. We do know where we're going next because we have our follow-on. But please don't say anything if you do know.
We're going to make an announcement. It's going to be a cute little announcement. So please don't say anything. Yeah, you guys. So we hope this video was informative. We
Helpful.
hope it helps you. And until next time, guys, please remember to like
Comment.
and
Subscribe.
subscribe. Peace out, guys.
See ya.